for tuning in and listening. Oh, I felt called to decompress and process some things and talk about some stuffs that I feel is relevant to a lot of people I've been talking to lately, and I'm thinking that there's something just in the air right now in the collective that is transpiring and being transmuted, and things that are just happening that maybe parallel other people's paths, or that we're on we each have our own individual journey, but it is a part of a larger whole, like a collective experience, and everything interrelates to and is interdependent to everything around it and outside of it. So if one thing shifts over here, it's like ripples out and it affects other things, like a spider web. If like one part of the spider web is poked, like it sends off information to the rest of the web and like vibrates the rest of the web and lets that spider know, hey, you got something in the web over here. So I know that my experience, my story, my voice is it's really, it's feeling like it needs to be worked and shared, and in general, like these videos that I make and when I come on here, I just like it's a like a not a trust fall, but like a test of, I guess, me being true to me and being authentic and real about what's in my mind and heart and in my beingness, and sharing that and releasing the fears of judgment and rejection, because those run so very deep inside of me and my body. And just last night I had to confront a lot of stuff that, it was very like in and out of like past, present, future, like holy shit, like there's this stuff from the past that's still very much in my present, like trauma, experiences that were disassociating or confusing or like disconnecting from myself in some way, and how these experiences, while they're in the past, like still impact how I show up now and in the future, and how so much of that is like, a lot of it's even before like the direct experiences that I had that, which are still experiences, but like the programming I received is experiences, but before even maybe having certain lived things, like programming through my parents' beliefs and ideology, through media, through books, through movies, through things that kind of wired me to believe something was normal or accepted, or that if something was not that it was not, and that it was maybe to be feared or to be avoided. Gosh, there's so much I can say. It's like there's so many different little paths in my brain of like what I want to talk about, and I'm just gonna slow down and kind of let what needs to come out most, I guess, come out, because holy shit, this past week has been just like a trip, like just a trip. Like I feel like every moment, and like there's these little moments and big moments where it's like, whoa, okay. But while I have this here, I want to show you my sticker. It says magic is everywhere, because it is. And there's I don't even want to flip that to the other side, because while there's beauty and magic, there's like really strange things, and like some darkness and corruption and distortion and illusion and smoke and mirrors and fragmentation and like stuff that's clear that from the space. And it's very much present in a lot of places, but like I get to choose in this moment, in my space that I have here in this car, in my room, in a bathroom, wherever I am, that I can create a moment of connection to myself and my spirit, to something greater, to my breath, to my body, and I can create safety in myself and create a force field of protection around myself, so that these energies and these things that are very much real and around me and within me even, that I can choose intentionally to focus in on what I want more of instead of what I don't want in my life and what I don't want in the world and in the collective that's causing so much disconnection and division and confusion, in power struggles, hierarchy, like all of these things that are destroying our environment, that are destroying families and lives, communities, cities. Like, as much as there's those hands at play and at work, there is so many people and spirits and beings beyond what we can comprehend that are in this together to uplift and evolve and to create harmony and balance and peace and beauty and joy and laughter. And it's in the little things, it's in the little moments, it's on a mass scale of different, things that are being created, that are being implemented, that are, different systems and different, just different new things that are being brought into this world, that are good and that are part of good things that are happening. So that's a reminder to myself and to you, because sometimes it can be like, I don't know, lately I haven't been feeling any form of like hopelessness. It's more of an intensity of like the reality of things, but like I've always had so much hope, and that's like something I've had to really hold on to and have faith and hope that like things are getting better. And I'm to be that voice to remind people like, hey, yes, it's fucked up, but we get to choose what we're calling in and bringing in this moment. And we can't be like, it's not to like gaslight, bypass, dismiss like the harsh realities, but like, what am I going to create in this moment? Like, we can't just fight the problem. We have to come up with solutions. And, those solutions look like so many different things. And the biggest thing that comes up lately for me is like individuals being embodied in their body, empowered, feeling safe, secure, sovereign, confident, clear, grounded. Like, the more individuals that can get into that state, like that is so powerful. And that's like through practices of being in the body, like somatic, like physical, like breathing, moving, dancing, expressing, creating, like getting in tune with self, spirit, mind, body, and like dancing with all of these parts, and within that, having your own self, not just idea, but like a lived experience and connection to self. It's like that is connected to every other thing outside of you. It's like, okay, well, there's this connection to myself that is like related to these others, and also related to something beyond the flesh and blood of this three-dimensional realm. That there is like a spiritual realm. There is things beyond reasoning and logic and the brain that are that just is like, it's always there. And if we can shift our awareness into that place, like that's magic. That's the magic that's everywhere. It's like within you. Like, you are the magic. Like, you are the, like that you're it, that's, come out, just like, don't forget that, because that's like, it's in you, it's within you, it is you. And any way that you can tune into yourself and your feelings, your body, and clear the past trauma, because yes, these things come up, and ideally to be looked at and purged and released, and like to shift the perspective and the narrative and the story surrounding it too. So like, I had some stuff come up last night at a show. I like saw someone that I haven't seen in a long time, and like after I'd seen them last, like there was just a chain of events of just like my life took a really like things got, it was really intense, and it was and I don't want to get into details at all, because like but it was just like I just went back into that place, and I could feel what I felt in my body when I experienced the things I did. And yeah, it was very overwhelming, and I started to feel like I was having a panic attack, and I walked away from the music and went to get some water. And I thank God one of my one of my good friends, her boyfriend was walking out of the bathroom, and I saw him. I was like, I really just need a hug. Like, can you please hold me? And he just held me and hugged me, and I felt some like decompression happening. Like, he just squeezed me real tight, and I was breathing, and it was like, okay. Like, okay, breathe into, through, and out of, and like, just, yeah. And then I talked to him a little bit about it, which almost didn't make it better. It was like I'm in this story now, and it was like he was just trying to help me ground. But it was like having someone physically there for me to just hold space and like listen and let me know that they cared, and they just like held me. Like, I don't know, it really shifted a lot inside of me. And I think that a lot of our healing comes with sharing our experiences and our hurt and our pain and our shame and all these things with another person that we feel safe with. And what I was saying about safety earlier is like, if we feel if we can create safety in our bodies wherever we are, like technically anyone could be that safe person. And then, you know, not to just the whole idea of trauma dumping or whatever, but it's like if there's someone in a moment and there's a connection in it, it's like it's discerning, I guess, who, what, when, where, why, setting, that kind of stuff, I guess. But like, you know, we can find safety and connection in unexpected places, and to share our struggles and to be authentic and real about where we're at and where we've been is very healing for other people. It's like we're all feeling hurt and have things below the surface we don't talk about, and so it's like it gives permission and freedom to others to feel also when we can feel, and be around others in a way that is we're being true to where we are, and we're not hiding or repressing or rejecting or denying things that are there. You know, it's very healing, and it's very like real. And there's so much in this world that is so artificial and fake, and you know, to have something that is like real amidst all of that, which is like you and your experience and your story and your struggles and your heart and your mind, like it creates connection. Like we're able to authentically connect to somebody and show up, and then they can meet us where we are, and then that's where like really actually healthy, real connections can come from. It's not out of like being something because you think someone wants that from you, or like just showing parts of yourself. It's like, here I am, like here is me. And you know, we all deserve to be held and loved in those places that feel scary and messy, and you know, we feel are unlovable because there's shame surrounding whatever it is, but truly like is deserving of love and respect, and to be held and honored and like cared for, tended to. You know, that's really powerful. And so yeah, I mean, like it's just listening to the needs of the moment when it comes down to it. Like, where am I in myself? Who am I with? Like, what is coming up? How can I be true and honest and real about me, where I'm at, and like hold space for this other person? And it ends up being this reciprocal like exchange, this like supportive, mutually beneficial, honest place to connect from, and to form relationships that are founded on more than superficial, like, you know, surface level stuff. Yeah, so yeah, speaking of that, I'm really grateful because I'm on my way to see, I got invited to brunch at a friend's, so I'm really excited to have I don't know a lot of the people that are going to be there. I know these two really well, and actually it's the couple that held space for me last night. It's their place, and I know some of their friends, but there'll be some new people. So I'm excited to show up and connect and to play. And like, yeah, most of the time it's like we just want to play and laugh, but there's a way to like be real and also make it fun and like laugh through it. And I think that's like my humor, and the way that I like want to come into life is like very lighthearted and like silly and like playful, but like I'll say shit that's just kind of like, you know, like it's real, and it's kind of uncomfortable almost to, or maybe not uncomfortable, like, yeah, there's certain things that I can joke about that if I wasn't making it a joke, it'd be like, oh, like, like, so it's just like, you know, does that mean I can't park there if there's a orange cone? I mean, it's like not on the street, it's in the grass, so I don't know, I'm gonna back up behind it just to be sure. Oh shit, up on the curb. Oh wait, this isn't even, what am I doing? This isn't even the right, it's another street down. What, girl? Okay, well, almost there. Yeah, so there's a way to, yeah, just to play through life. I taught a workshop recently about shadow work and play. And, you know, shadow work being, you know, that, I'm not going to get into all this right now, I guess, because I am about to arrive. But overall, I guess, like, quickly, I'll just say that, you know, we have these shadow aspects of ourselves that are parts of self that have been rejected, repressed, denied, you know, that there was shame surrounding maybe, or like expectations of us being a certain way from those around us. So we like kind of shape-shifted and conformed and molded ourselves into something else. And parts of us were not like desired or favorable as others. And so, yeah, and then there's like, so there's shame surrounding something. And, you know, when we have that like buried down and we like just completely reject that's there, we don't explore it, we don't look at it, it often like festers and mutates and gets kind of like, something happens there where then like, you know, if we aren't in tune with those things or we're not aware of ourselves, we'll get really triggered. We'll have emotional reactions to things that maybe wouldn't invoke that if we were more in tune with like, whoa, what still lives in me that's like, I'm seeing and hearing this thing as this other thing, because of this like filter and this lens and this like shame that I have inside of me. And also like, yeah, there's just certain things that are just straight up triggering to anybody. You know, it's not like everything is like, oh, this was all my trigger. Like, it's like, yeah, there's stuff that's just like not okay to say, or like, you know, but, and so, and a lot of times these parts of ourselves, like this all stems from childhood. So our inner child, you know, is really actually asking us for attention and to be heard and to be like held and loved and seen. And when we don't receive that, and when kids aren't and just look at children, like if they're not getting the attention they want, they're going to act out. Like they're going to throw a tantrum. They're going to like try to get that attention in whatever way they can, even if it's not a positive form of it, because any attention is better than like no attention in the eyes of a child. They just want attention, and really beyond attention, even it's connection, and like co-regulation. Like children need a role model and guidance to like hold space and show them that it's okay, or like to assist in like the process of them just being themselves and feeling their feelings. You know, it's like very crucial that a child has that, and when they don't have that, it causes a lot of complications in how they relate to themselves and to the world. So, yeah. So like listening into that child, learning to play with them, and like children, we learn through play. Like when I say we, yes, like the inner child within me, just humans, like we learn through things through play more than we do like some serious like sit down and look at the book and then do the, you know, it's like something clicks within us when we're having fun. Like there's different parts of our brain that are firing and connecting, and there's different, it just like something within us is just shifted in a way where we can connect the dots, like the neural pathways just fire in a certain way. And yeah, so that is a really neat thing that as adults, like we can integrate into like creating, expressing, playing, doing things that just spark that flow state, that curiosity, that joy, that wonder. And feeling kind of didn't contribute and bring something to the brunch. I didn't really like plan. I just whatever. I'm just seeing people like getting ready to go in, and I'm getting like insecure. Yeah, because I'm like in here sitting talking to myself in a video, and they're just it's fine. I need to see like these things come up, right, where it's like, oh, like I'm worried about being looked at as weird or judged on some level, or like I have like these like, so yeah, I can talk about my personal shadows, right? Like my own stuff, you know, is like wanting, I have to like, I mean, yeah, just like fears of being too much or not enough, or feeling just like something is wrong about me, like that I'm doing something wrong, that like I'm going to upset somebody, that it's not safe to like feel my feelings and be me. And parts of myself have been like very much rejected and repressed through my parents' belief system, ideology, and just even like religion, like programming stuff, like, which I just confronted that big time. And like, I spoke up in my power and my truth. And I felt like there was a big shift within me and some major healing that happened. And my being able to stand up and like confront something with like, no, like, I'm sorry, but no, I will not let you shame me for this. Like, I, no, and saying no, and also like saying yes to my, what feels right for me, what is my path, what is my truth, what is my desires, what lights me up, what sparks me, like what is my truth. And so, yeah, just coming more and more into that. It's getting a little hot in here because there's no airflow. It's not really, oh, it feels good, some fresh air. So yeah, I just, look, you can look more into shadow work online and find prompts and questions and journaling things. And, I do want to go specifically into a video that's just like about that. But I am going to close this up because I am going to go inside and enjoy my brunch. Brunch. I don't know. Brunch. It's so funny. It's like, yeah, we're in between breakfast and lunch. It's great. We're like, it's great timing. It's, yeah, so it's a good day ahead. Moving through things with as much acceptance and understanding, compassion for self, for others. Ease, peace and ease, please, and thank you. Smiles and laughter and authenticity, tears, crying, whatever it is that has to come up and is like that's yeah, play, please just play. We need more play in this world. There's so much work and there's hard work, and even play can be a form of work, because if you're like doing it consciously and you're wanting to explore yourself and grow and like challenge others, like that's important stuff. So yes, I'll leave you with that, and I hope that your day, your night flows forward as you need it to, as you want it to. Yeah, thank you for listening, and until next time.